I will be too nervous to start. Okay, so dear all, I'm happy to welcome all of you here at our all-Ukrainian preliminary round of Diamond Challenge for high school entrepreneurs. You are all here, 10 best teams within the social innovations track, and we are very happy to have you here, so let's applaud to each other. So, my name is Natalia Shkurka. Who doesn't know me? I guess you all know me already. Anyway, I'm the Diamond Challenge coordinator in Ukraine. And our organization, Charity Fund ISEP, is cooperating with the University of Delaware to host the all-Ukrainian preliminary round of Diamond Challenge today. And again, I'm too nervous. Anyway, the Diamond Challenge is a unique program on entrepreneurship, like informal education, targeted at high school students aged 15, 18 years old. And this is our second edition, and we are happy that more and more students are taking part in this competition every year. I would like to mention as well that this year, Ukraine is showing the highest amount of teams registrations and submitted concepts within 25 countries, partnering countries. And this year, as the organizers of this amazing challenge today, sorry, we got around 200 teams registrations this year and more than 100 submitted concepts. And this was great, and it's showing that we have great potential of this competition in Ukraine. Also, this year, we are happy to welcome our new partners. Diamond Challenge project is implemented this year within the support of USAID Engage Activity Program, which is implemented by PACT and funded by USAID. And today we have Irina Belouz, Deputy Chief of Party of this amazing project. So let's welcome her here. Also, we are happy to start working with the Peace Corps Ukraine this year. Thanks to them, we had amazing mentors of our teams. We had online judges, and we have yesterday 2 live judges who evaluated the projects of our other participants within the business concept track. So let's applaud to them as well. And of course, our information partners, the Ministry of Youth and Sports, who always supports us in our projects, and as well the FLEX program, a Future Leaders Exchange program. We had lots of participants from this program this year. And today is an important day for all our students and their mentors because they are going to show the results of their work of 6 months long, hard work on their concepts, on writing their business concept, then creating their pitch decks. And today we are going to find out who will be our winners, who will represent Ukraine at the Worldwide Finals. Besides that, they will get the prize in amount of $1,000 and the chance to go to the USA to represent Ukraine. They will have a chance to compete for a relatively big prize, which is $11,000 for their future education or implementation of their project business idea. So there is a great prize, no? At first, before we start with pitching, I will introduce people who are going to decide who are the winners of all Ukrainian preliminary round of Diamond Challenge within social innovations track. Here, our amazing judges. Yesterday, we heard the comment from some participants that they are paid, that everything is already decided, but I just want to say that they are not paid. They are here because they decided to dedicate their time. So we are very grateful for that. So the first one is Omar Cardante. He is a Deputy Press Attaché of Public Affairs section in the Embassy of the United States of Ukraine. And we are happy that this year US Embassy also joined us for the preliminary round. We are very grateful for your support. Miss Irina Bilouz, Deputy Chief of Party of our USAID Engage activity program. Irina has over 20 years of experience leading international and national organizations focused on democracy, rights and governance, civil society strengthening and financial viability. She has served as a Deputy Chief of Party of two largest USAID-funded civil society projects for the last 9 years. Yes, for the last 9 years. We have also Ruslana Shadrina. She is a co-founder, a research director of startup MyHelix that participated in TechCrunch Disrupt. MyHelix is a genetic test service that assists in picking up food based on results of an individual's DNA test. Could you imagine that? That's great. So we have also Dr. Robert Bond, Chief of Party for the $23 million USAID Ukraine Financial Sector Transformation Project. And he has more than 2 decades of direct experience supporting the development of Ukraine's capital markets. He was in the past, he was the founder of 2 consulting firms and has really great expertise in that. So you could listen to his advices today. We have also Vladislav Malashchenko here. He is the founder of Good Bread from Good People. This is a unique within Ukrainian market project, which this is the bakery for people with mental disability. And this is a very good example of social enterprise in Ukraine. And it's not the rehabilitation people, it's a full-fledged social business that employs people with mental disability. That's great. And last but not least, Anna Gulevska-Chernish, board chairman of civic organization of C-Lab Ukraine, co-founder of C-Lab School of Social Entrepreneurship, and she has 20 years of professional experience in the field of development of non-profit organizations in Ukraine, and she is the member of the board of Ukrainian Women's Foundation. Go girls! So let's welcome again our amazing judges. They are great and that they are here with us. And before we start with project pitching, I would like to invite one of the representatives of each team today. We have 10 of them to come to me and decide to pick the order of their pitches. По одному представнику з команди, будь ласка. Yes. Почекайте, будь ласка, не розходьтесь. Ага, ну добре, ви вже розійшлись. So, the eTouch program. Tell me your order. eTouch program. Wow. You have the biggest responsibility today. So, the Second Life of Tyre. 5. Palace of Used Dreams. 10. Use of solar energy. 7. Granite. 4. I am a creator of my eco-safety home. 6. Or 9. That's too hard. Let it be 6. Okay? Or 9. Inclusive map. 8. Children's hub.
3.
Histolizer.
9.
You will be 9 now. Okay. Joint delivery. 2nd. Okay, and before we start, I would like to remind you that our trainer of public speaking, who is the director of Training Center Speaker, if you remember her, Natalia Lozichuk, who gave you the trainings on public speaking, she had for you a prize for the best speaker today. He or she will get the certificate for the free of charge participation in one of the programs at her school. So just try to be the best speakers, and we'll find out who will be the winner. So we have our order. And now I will just remind you some rules about the pitching. So we have 5-minute speeches. We will have even this timer. Yeah, we will have. So after that, we will have 5 minutes for questions and answers from judges. We will limit this time for 5 minutes because yesterday practice showed that judges have lots of questions. So in order not to take so much time on that, we will limit it up to 5 minutes. So you remember that you are pitching in English, of course. And after every pitch, I'm asking you, dear judges, to ask questions in English. And our students will try to answer as well in English in order to train themselves. After every pitch, every judge will have an evaluation form, and they will give their marks to your pitches. At first, we will have 5 teams. Then we'll have a small break for some coffee. And then 5 remaining teams. After that, we'll go, together with judges, we'll go to the deliberation room, and we will find out who will be our winners today. Yes, who will get $1,000 and trip to the USA, thanks to the financial support of USAID Engage program. Thanks to them, we have this financial resources to go together with you to the USA to represent our country at the Worldwide Finals. So thank you so much for that. And so we are starting now. Yep. So just I'm inviting here our first project, which is eTouch program.
We can use any of those.
Yep. When you are ready, just say.
Какой? Подожди. Попробуй. Давай. Half a year ago, our team surveyed more than 100 blind people and conducted 8 personal interviews and found out that today's reading technologies for the blind are inefficient in 3 fields: in education, in employment, and in privacy. In other words, the blind people need the Braille alternatives. So the 3 ways the blind people currently access reading information are through the Braille paper books, which are very expensive, massive, and cover only 1% of the world's literature. Then through the Braille displays that are also very, very expensive, costing from $1,000 to $5,000 and even more, and through the talking devices such as the mobile phones. They, however, provide no opportunity for the blind people to practice and learn Braille, which we found to be extremely important from our study. Our solution to this is an affordable Braille e-reader, which would solve the issues of the blind for reading in education, in employment, and in privacy for the price that is 90% lower than almost all of the alternatives on the market. It will work like this. The blind person will be able to upload any amount of the digital text material on the storage of this device and then access it directly in the form of Braille. Take a look at this picture. This is one Braille cell of our device. Almost all of the alternative technologies use very expensive piezoelectric materials to make these cells work. We, however, specifically designed the electromagnetic coils to do the very same job, but for the price that is 10 times less. Because of it, we expect the unit variable cost of our device to be only $198. And our main segment is the younger blind people. However, we are working on getting to the rest of the market by increasing the functionality of our device. For example, we will add the features of operating the computer to attract more of the older people. Our secondary beneficiaries are the organizations that donate to the blind people. The competition is really, really small right now because almost all of our alternatives are either very expensive or are audio solutions that do not solve the issue of the Braille illiteracy. Our closest competitor right now is Orbit Reader. It launched only a few months ago, and the price of their device right now is $449, which is almost twice as much as ours. So the revenue is going to be generated directly from sales through the organizations that support the blind people and through the retailers. As for the profits, we are going to distribute some parts of them to increase the social impact of our project. For example, we will spend the 20% of our profits to popularize Braille by buying the children's book with tactile pictures and the Braille globes and so on. Then the 10% are going to be invested back in R&D of eTouch to make it even more affordable. And we are going to, 5% is how much we pay extra to have our devices produced directly by the blind people. So as for today, we have already developed the technology that makes eTouch so cheap. We keep contact with more than 100 blind people. We establish collaboration with various organizations, and one of them, Make Labs, even agreed to 3D print the parts of our devices for us for free. Our engineers currently receive the Garage Hub stipend, which covers most of our prototyping expenses. And we applied for and are likely to receive the $3,000 grant from Flex program. As for the next 8-9 months, we plan to wrap up the legal paperwork and to focus on putting our device to production. So for the next 18 months, we'll have to sell only 888 units to break even, which is only 0.02% of our main market. And we think it's very feasible because our closest competitor sold 200 units for their 2.5 months of sales. Yeah, so the social impact of our project is really hard to calculate, but it's definitely enormous. So the 99% of the world's literature not translated to Braille yet is going to be accessible to many. The number of people knowing Braille will grow from 10% to much more, and as a result, the opportunities in job for the blind people are going to increase. And so, yeah, please feel free to contact the team. Thank you.
Thank you, guys, on great start of this competition today. So please, dear judges, let's switch the timer for 5 minutes and let's start. Please, who is the first? Ask questions.
Well, first I wanted to applaud you. Not only is it a great looking business model, but the social impact of it is something that's important. So congratulations on that.
Thank you very much.
I have questions in terms of data upload and then distribution of the Braille file that the device will then decode. How is that done?
So as for the software, we're talking about the software part. So the blind person will be able to transfer the text files through the Wi-Fi from their laptops or personal phones or whatever. And on the eTouch side, it will be translated through the Braille table. It's called the Braille table. It translates the symbols to the binary, which is then sent to the Braille cells that you sell, that then pop up and refresh and make the lines work. And so the blind person will be able to page down, page up to scroll the text.
Okay. Thank you. And then I'm assuming it has, you mentioned Harry Potter. I'm assuming then it has the 3, but it can manage books.
Definitely, yes, definitely.
The full
Absolutely.
Yeah,
not only books, but also any text. Any text. It's very important for the blind, especially in employment. For example, we communicate with many people who are in jurisprudence in Ukraine, and there are many of blind people in jurisprudence in Ukraine, and they have the big problem. They cannot work without the external people to help them. And so our project will be extremely important, especially this field, and also for the people who learn languages. All right, sorry. Do you have more questions, please?
I think other judges may have questions, but that's a great answer. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Great idea. I just wonder, and you mentioned that you have one more competitor,
right,
who is now, except the price, what are the other values or advantages of your
all right.
product?
So as for now, their device is already it's already in production. It's being sold for a few months, and they have the computer operating system installed there. So the only reason, the only difference is the cost of the technology that makes these cells go up, and that's actually the major factor for all of the all of these similar technologies right now. So we plan to increase at least these functions to add the computer operating functions, and also we are going to add the audio functions in there, which was requested from the blind people to us. Yeah, for future. But it's not like the first device. It's going to be after that, because it will add a little bit more expensive to that.
Any more questions? Remarks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like very simple. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
How did you come up with this idea? Why you decided to go for this topic?
So our project actually started as the design thinking project. We have a friend who she's a high school student in the local school for blind in Kharkiv. And we just talked to her about it. We already had the hypothesis about this problem, so we went to talk to her. I knew her personally, and she's just the normal high school kid. She loves playing piano, learning German, and learning chemistry. And those three things are actually the most hard things for the blind people to learn. For example, it's extremely hard to learn the languages by ear through the audio solutions. Then it's just as much hard to learn the exact sciences this way, and it's impossible to learn the music this way. So that was the direct request from her to do this. And actually, the technology, we developed the technology a bit before that. Our engineers participated in the National Make-a-thon in Kharkiv and came up with this idea. But and we just put it into the right way, where it's used through our design thinking project.
And the last question from Robert.
Tell me a little bit about your plans for beta testing this.
All right. So we have the technology. Now we have to put it into the device. We plan to distribute at least 5 tests between our local people who we talk to, like some organization like Pravo Vybora. We have many blind people through this organization that we want to communicate with, and to this local school. We plan to try it out and see what they like about it, what they don't, and accordingly make changes. Last question, no? Please.
I have a question. Oh, so no. Okay.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Thank you very much.
Put it back, please. So the next one is joint delivery. Yeah, joint delivery. Clicker is over here. Just wait 2 minutes for our judges to put their marks. Check if everything works. Such silence. This tension in the air.
That's a bit nervous.
Just sometime. Ви пам'ятаєте, Наталя говорила, що якщо ви так дуже хвилюєтесь, можете походити швидко. Можете походити. Да. Фізичне заняття. Dear judges, how are you? Ready? Or need some more time? Okay. Yeah, judges are very sort of today. Ready? Are you ready, guys?
So
Let's start.
Yes. Okay. First, I will ask you, how many times per week do you go to the shop? Why I am asking this, you will find out in next 5 minutes. So, okay. Our problem. People with limited mobility need help in purchasing products. Who I mean why I'm saying people with limited mobility? I mean permanently disabled people, invalids who can't go to the shop, temporarily disabled people, they have broke the leg, for example, and so they are limited mobility too. People with small babies, they are very busy while having them, so they need to help with purchasing products. And elderly people, they might be people with limited mobility too, because they are old and need help. Okay, and share of these people in all population of Ukraine is really large. So I think our project will have a big popularity. Okay, now solution. We are creating social platform that helps people to cooperate while shopping. It is delivery servers which based on a social project. Okay. We have two types of users, customers and delivermen. Customer is a person who is leaving a bit and describes what he needs to buy. And deliverman is that person who takes a bit and goes shopping and then delivers it to a customer. So, customer's journey map. He creates a bit, gives information about ordered products, delivery costs, price of ordered products, and time of delivery. He prepays price of ordered products and delivery cost, and after the deal, he rates the deliverman. Okay, let me explain what means delivery cost and price of ordered products. Delivery cost is that amount of money that he would pay for delivery, and price of ordered products is per payment the maximum amount of products. So after the deal, residual per payment, price of ordered product minus royal price returns to the customer. Okay, deliverman journey map. He selects the suitable bit. He contacts the customer. Then he buys and delivers products to the customer. After the deal, he receives okay, хорошо. Price of ordered products and delivery cost, and then he rates deliverman. Okay, the beneficiaries. Deliverman, people with limited mobility. It is can be also used like regular delivery service, and companies who deliver their production with joint delivery. Okay, as every delivery service, we need to give security guarantees. In a case of conflict, for example, non-acceptance of products, cancels, and others, we return the prepayment to customer. For example, in a case of non-acceptance of products, 50% of delivery costs transfer to the deliverman, and other transfers to customer. So we have more types of conflicts. These cases. Okay. Sure. So we also have a rating system. After the deal, users are invited to rate their okay. rate partner. So we have two independent types of rating systems, deliveryman's rating and customer's rating. Our competitors are all delivery services. So our pros is small price of delivery, permanent contact with deliveryman, and opportunity to earn money on delivery.
Sorry guys, time is over. Okay. Let's applaud. Thank you so much. So, dear judges, your questions.
Thank you guys for your presentation, and I have a questions about your value. For example, today we have a lot of apps. We could make a food like easy to your door, like some deliverman could deliver it very fast. A lot of services here. And what is the value like for your services compared to other services which already exist?
Okay, the most advantage of our service is that delivermen are also people. So, okay, we only the social platforms that cooperate them. So it is. It means that we have more number of delivermen in and.
So people which are working at other delivery services, they have their payment from the service, and the price of deliverance is much bigger. It's nowadays it's up at 75 hryvnias for one delivery. Our price of delivery is much lower because we are not giving payment for our deliverments. They are paid by clients.
Okay, thank you.
My question: how you are going to sustain your platform if all your money go to deliver person, and will you charge something for your platform? How you will support your platform? Is it for you? It will be free volunteer work.
No. We take a % from delivery cost on every successful deal. So this money goes on creating new, creating a mobile app. For the beginning, we have the site version, and to spread across other countries and other regions. This money goes on advertising campaign and on hosting. So we have profit in this way.
Thanks for your presentation. I, again, really applaud the social aspect of recognizing that seniors are in need of this kind of service. At the same time, seniors, pensioneri, have less money generally than the average person. So then they would have, it's hard for them to afford food. So in this case, they'd have to afford food and pay for the service as well. And then sometimes, a lot of times, they live far from the center, so the drivers would have to also go farther. Have you figured out how you will make it a good value for seniors? I think the guy behind you has an answer.
So when you are staying when you are going to buy something, you're putting information at website, and deliveryman is looking where is your region and how much delivery costs. You include your delivery in starting bill. So deliveryman is looking where he is, and he must think that if this delivery cost bigger than his payment for car traveling or something like that. So if it's you must search such a person who is near you. It's the main idea.
More questions?
I have one. Just, thanks a lot for presentation, and just to continue what my colleague said, Looking at your target, it's the seniors here. How you will be sure that they will use internet?
It's a stereotype that seniors are not using internet. Maybe more than 80% of seniors are using internet now. So I don't think that this would be a problem.
Do you have statistics?
Yeah,
Okay, from which resources?
from internet.
From internet. Okay.
And actually from my life.
Okay. Good. Thank you.
I agree with you on your internet statistic. Actually, seniors do tend to use internet more than most people think. But the question is, internet in Ukraine is at about 50% across the country, so that's a limitation.
Thank you so much, guys, for your presentation. We are giving some time to judges, and the next team is Children's Hub. Yes, when the judges are ready, just let us know. Проверили? Точно все работает? Отлично.
We can start?
No, not yet. Dear judges, are you ready? Ready? Let's go.
Good day. We are really glad to present our project Children's Hub to you. We have a question. What is the most precious thing in today's world? Of course, it's time. We, modern children, have endless number of possibilities to fill in our time, but we don't have enough time to afford all these opportunities.
Then where is the magician to help us be in time for everything we want to do?
Our answer is the Children's Hub.
We want to provide school children with opportunities for comprehensive development and communication.
And help them find time for it.
In our presentation, we're going to tell you about Children's Hub and what problem is going to deal with.
To provide our solution with all the illustrations and explanations, such as the activities and facilities you're going to find in the Children's Hub.
To tell about our competitors, our benefits, demonstrate our business model, roadmap, financial plan. With the help of all of the above, we're going to prove that our Children's Hub is going to be both useful and economically effective.
For lack of time, school children cannot take full advantage of the facilities available for them.
In fact, it's extremely hard to find the time during the working day to do homework, go swimming, have an art lesson, and spend some time having fun with friends.
As usual, all the facilities are located in different areas of the city and are often at the same or almost the same time.
Here you can see an example of a usual working day of a usual school child.
The Children's Hub will combine all the facilities and activities in one place and save the time and money.
It will be possible for school children to work with a tutor on a difficult theme in, for example, math, to do homework, to watch a video with friends, or go to the chess club or sky room, or to chat with friends face-to-face in one place and at a suitable time.
Here you can see the facilities and after-school activities which are going to be provided in the Hub.
Let's look at the timetable of the Hub's facilities and after-school activities for Thursday.
And we'd like to pay your special attention to the last 2 points of this slide. Who will benefit?
School children. They will have more possibilities and extra time to do whatever they want in one place and the appropriate time.
School children's parents. They will save their time due to the possibility to meet all their kids' after-school demands in one place instead of traveling around the city non-stop. They will save their money because they will pay only once a month for all the after-school activities.
The Hub's founders, they will have clients, profit, and the possibility to develop their business.
The specialists, they will get jobs.
How many children will attend the Hub daily?
About 250 daily and 7,500 monthly within the first year of work.
Who are our competitors?
Private tutors, art, music, dance school, sports sections.
but they mostly provide only a few after-school activities, such as ball dancing only or football only or so.
Private tutors, after-school care and professional courses.
But they deal with only one particular subject, like English or Ukrainian or so.
What are our benefits?
All facilities are in one place, so neither parents nor children will waste time traveling from one destination to another at rush hours.
Lots of different activities are available in one place at the appropriate time, so children will be able to try and find something new and interesting they would like to do.
You don't have to pay for each activity separately, but for the attendance of the hubs once a month only. In this way, you will save money as well as the time.
The children aren't left on their own, as they are always under the mentor's control during all their stay at the hub.
The children are able to have a snack or a lunch in the hub and have a great time with friends.
We will regularly monitor the activities' popularity and replace the least popular ones or add new ones.
Parents will attend the hub with children and do something different or the same together.
Let's look at the business model of the Project Children's Hub.
And here you can see the roadmap of the Project Children's Hub.
We'd like to pay special attention to the financial plan of our project.
The financial plan is made with a prospect for the following 3 years, beginning with the front-end investments in the project.
All the calculations are done in hryvnias, based on the fixed prices taken in consideration at the moment of creating the plan, the first quarter of 2018, and according to the current taxation environment.
Investments in the project amount to 510,550 hryvnias and are addressed to the rent of the hub premises, repairs, design, and buying the necessary equipment for the hub.
Project's income consists of an average bill for one attendee for 400 hryvnias a month, on the conditions that the average monthly attendance will make 7,500 people or 250 people a day. The average monthly gain will make 3 million hryvnias.
Personnel cost will make 312,000 hryvnias monthly on the condition that the medium number of the staff will make 47 people.
The investment expenditure you can see in Table 1.
You can find more details about the personnel costs in Table 2.
The running costs of our project monthly are given in Table 3.
To sum up, the project is characterized by the financial and economic efficiency indexes, which are given in Table 4.
The conclusion is,
based on the commercial efficiency indexes, the project is highly effective.
Our team is presented in this slide. We are not magicians, we are just trying to be them.
Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. You were so in a hurry that did not give the time for judges to see at your tables.
Sorry.
So, please, your questions.
Thank you, girls, for good job. And I have a question. Do you plan to rent like some houses, or you plan to buy new or to build the new? Like I saw that you need some equipment. How do you plan to realize it?
Yeah, we are actually going to rent some premises. It will be the first phase of our project. Yeah, we will look for the location.
Thank you.
I have a question. As it was not time to see all slides, unfortunately, too quick. I didn't understand. Okay, your one client will pay 400 per month. 400, does it mean that the child can visit your child center every day and stay there from lunch till late evening and have all possible lessons for this 400 hryvnia?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It will be possible. Yeah, it will be possible for school children to attend the activities they would like to choose. Those, so they will try find something new they would like to do, and if they don't want to do anything, they can just come to this hub and to chat with friends face to face or to play, because we provide them with some sky room, Lego room, in a pets corner, so they can do whatever they want. So yeah, we don't oblige them to do anything. It's their choice.
Who is your target market? I assume it's a segment of the population that can afford 400 hryvnia per month for this. Is that correct?
We actually organized the survey, and the price that the parents told us they would pay without hesitation was 400 hryvnias. So actually, all school children can attend this hub, even though those who are from unemployed or very poor families.
I have one question. How do you solve problem about good education for teachers? Because I saw the salary for 7,000 for per month. Like it's not, I think, not high salary for good educated teacher. How will you solve this problem? And how do you collect these teachers in one place? I think it's also a problem.
So we took the average salary, which is now which exists now in Ukraine, but later on it will be possible to enhance the salaries or to give some primes to teachers, and we will actually look. For people who want to find job on the internet. So we will find young, ambitious teachers and who really want to work in our children's hub. So I think it would be a great start for them.
Thanks for your presentation. That's an interesting model. I do see one issue in Russian and Ukrainian. You call it a paradox. In English, we say paradox. So you want to obviously put it in a location that's central so that more people can go. But the more central the location is, the more expensive it's going to be. But if you choose a less expensive location, then it's going to be harder for people to get to. Have you thought about location and where to put it?
We actually have already Odessa Impact Hub, which is going to help us to rent the premises, and we talk to them, and they're already they are ready to help us and to provide us with the start location. And of course, later on we will develop our business, and we will try to allow the biggest possible location.
No question? No question. Okay, thank you, girls.
Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you.
So, now some time for judges, and we are inviting Team Grenet, right? Grenet, to get ready for their pitch. Please check if everything works. Працює все у вас? Провірили? Працює?
Раз.
А презентація працює? Сюди і сюди. Більш нічого. I would die myself if I were you. Yes. Judges, are you ready? Not yet. Because our students will die. I hope no. Ready? So, let's go.
Do you know that deforestation is one of the most serious environmental problems? Forests occupy about a third of the land area. The forest area on Earth is 38 million square kilometers. Every year, making cuts down 15 billion trees. At net a loss of 10 billion trees a year, the world forest reserve will run out to around 2,300. Even in Ukraine, this problem is common, as our country is one of the largest timber exporting in Europe. We are very concerned that the planet is being damaged by deforestation. Everything can end with an environmental disaster. To create the project, we were inspired by the problem in Western Ukraine. People from Mininkamber destroy an incredible number of trees.
Granted, this problem concerns the whole world. Pay attention. About 200,000 square kilometers of forest are cut down in the year around the world, which is equal to the area of Belarus. On average, about 20 hectares of plantation are destroyed on the planet in 1 minute. Granite. Granite is gelatin capsule with a special fertilizer and plant seed. When the gelatin and gelatinous potations are dissolved, the fertilizer will be wetted with water and will interact with the grain, which will give more probability that the grain will germinate and grow faster, because at the beginning of its development it will receive the necessary volume of the minerals and components. The size of the capsule is adjustable depending on the size of the seed. Fertilizer will consist of substance necessary for the full development of particular plant species. To produce the product, we need development of a particular plant species. To produce the product, we need special equipment that will make it possible to manufacture gelatin capsule with a septum to distinguish components into which fertilizer and seeds can be placed. For this patient, we will use aeroplanes. Our development has now direct competitors in the market. The main competitors are the producers of seedlings, seeds and fertilizers. Our products are almost unified by pests and harmful environmental. When germinated, the seed of the plant receives a primary set of the essential trace elements in the form of fertilizer. Granite is germinated project. Granite will have to implement a program to increase the number of plantings, help farmers in planting forest lands, give the villagers the opportunity to plant the grow rare plants. The project is useful as in mass use and in specific. Also, we hope that some international organization will be interested in our innovation. What we need? Search for sponsor, search for equipment, materials and premises, search for partners in other countries, contract with stores in the country of production, the first batch, distribution. This is our financial plan. Social effect. We plan to sell our goods so that when buying one capsule, the second angel will be sent free of charge to regions where the forests have suffered great losses. With the help of our innovation, we will be able to save 1,000 hectares of forest. We can give the animals a new home, and we can also improve the ecology as much as possible. In the near future, filed trials of this project are planned to identify weak and strong points, as well as refine the formation of fertilizer. Thank you for attention.
Thank you. Thank you. Judges, questions? Maybe on financial plan that you saw?
Well, I'll start from the science standpoint. Used to be a scientist in my last life.
Wow, you are a colleague of Ruslana.
I know. We should talk genetics, because I'm about to talk about genetics now. First, I want to congratulate you. It's really inspiring to see people your age who care about the planet and care about the environmental challenges that we're facing currently. So thank you, Molotsi.
Thank you so much.
Okay. But my concern is that, and I think the gelatin capsule is a really interesting concept, using the septum to divide the seed from the nourishment. But there are currently a lot of genetic companies that manufacture genetically modified seeds that actually modify the seed so that the seeds can grow in different environments, in more arid, drier environments and wetter environments. So they're modifying seeds so that they can grow in different places, and that protection and that ability to adapt is built into the seed. So I know you don't have any direct competitor in terms of the engineering of that, but they are kind of competitors to your concept. How do you think you'll deal with that? Sorry. Ну да. Так, это очень интересный концепт и эффективный, наверное, но в то же время я понимаю, что у нас есть, меньше в США, несколько компаний, которые уже делают генетически модифицированные, чтобы чтобы seeds, how do you say seeds? Семена может адаптировать в других местах, in the desert, in the forest, сухие места тоже. Так, Устини, спасибо, дякую. И на самом деле они конкуренты. Как вы можете воевать против конкуренции, как они, каких? Is that right?
Our product are almost unaffected by pests and harmful environment.
Да, ответьте. Чем ваш продукт лучше, чем ваша капсула лучше, чем остальные другие?
Ну, во-первых, у нас есть защита от грызунов, то есть это у нас есть своя собственная формула желатина, которая будет отпугивать вредителей. Во-вторых, мы будем раскидывать эти капсулы в труднодоступных местах, и не только. Любой человек может купить, посадить у себя там в огороде, или это будет намного легче и эффективнее, чем покупать себе целую пачку семян. То есть, если посадить 10, то 2 из них просто не вырастут, и вы потратите деньги.
Ребят, а где ваш прототип и сколько стоит?
Наш план можно.
Уже ничего не можем показать. Вы ответьте просто на вопрос.
Мы пока что в разработках, и будут в ближайшее время у нас проводиться испытания над этим. Вот.
Какая средняя стоимость этого? Вот одной капсулы?
Ну, для начала пока что 5 гривен. Одна капсула.
Are genetically modified seeds allowed in Ukraine?
Генетично модифіковані ці семена. Семена?
Yes.
Да, насіння.
Они в Украине дозволяются?
Да. Yes.
Sure. Впевнений? Ну, добре. More questions, comments? Okay, so we won't. Ми не будемо над вами знущатись. Дякую вам. Thank you. So the 5th project for today is Second Life of Tire. When judges are ready, just give me the sign. Сюда. И сюда.
Thank you so much.
Больше ничего. Попробуйте еще. Всё.
question or just? Semena is similar to the Spanish word na hispans, como говорим semilla.
Yeah.
Can we start?
Judges. The team can start? Yep, let's go.
Hello everyone, we are so happy to be here and to present our project to such an intelligent audience. So, have you ever thought about how many useless old tires just pollute our planet? Please, next slide. Since April 2006, European Union has forbidden burning and burying useless tires. For a pity, there are not such a law in our country. Just think, there are 9 million vehicles in our country and they also need periodic change of tires. And the numbers is growing every year. For our approximate calculations, the number of useless tires are 9 million per year. And the biggest problem is the tires didn't biodegrade, and only 20% of them are made. And you will ask me, what happened with other 80%? There are only two variants. They are burned by people or just threw away to rubbish dumps. It's not a good effect for society, isn't it? And today we will prove that our idea of production of rubber pavement tiles from remake tires is really useful and interesting. And please, next slide. Purpose of our project is receiving of revenue, which will be directed for development of the town and improvement of ecological status in the region. And we have three main goals: utilization of used tires, organized remaking of used tires, and organized production and sale of rubber pavement tiles, which will be made by remaking old tires. Our project, The Second Life of Tire, has great prospect in implementation in different regions, greatly improves the ecological situation. Our project offers one of the ways to dispose the tires. It's mechanical crushing. The advantage of this is really low cost. After removing the rims, the tire is cut into 4 parts and passed through special rollers, destroying it. After all, then large pieces of rubber construction crushing and separating. The separated rubber is crushed and the crumbs are obtained, from which we can make paving tiles. You will ask me, while the tile, our tile has so many advantages, such, please, next slide. Traumatic safety, convenience of storage and transportation, and the long lifetime. And the huge advantage, please, next slide, of this business is that in Ukraine there is only one enterprise that deals with utilization of tire, but its waste are very harmful for the environment. Instead, our company are really safe for the environment. Please, next slide. One more plus of our project that it has so many benefits. After all, our benefit enterprise will be all residents of city who will walk to really safe tile. I'm sorry. And also, it will be used for local government because they will get a really good payment tile for a low cost. Please, next slide. The main cost for starting our business is buying equipment. It costs varies within 1 million to 1,500,000 hryvnias, of course. In general, the production will cost 3,000 hryvnias for a square meter. A realization of this project will allow create new jobs because we are from a little town. We don't have so many jobs here, so it will be useful for us, improve the economic situation in the region and the results of recycling emission of harmful waste, provide arrangement of playground, sidewalk into cities with higher quality and less traumatic materials. Please, next slide. You can see our roadmap. It's schematically So I believe you are interested in our business, the recycling of worn car tire in rubber pavement tile. And as one famous man said this, there are only no question when nothing is understood or absolutely everything is understood. So I think you have questions for us. Thank you for your attention. Please next slide. Please next. Our team. Please next slide. If you.
Thank you.
Next slide.
Thank you. The time is over, unfortunately. Yep.
It's
now
our
we
contact.
have 5 minutes questions from judges. Judges.
Thanks for your presentation. I think you clearly identified a need, and Ukraine is a country with a great history of industry, so I have no doubt you could do that if given the opportunity. I don't want to take questions away from the better financial experts here. I think you said 3,000 hryvnia or 300 hryvnia per square meter?
300 hryvnia.
300 lucha. Yeah, okay, great. Thanks.
Okay. I must notice that rubber pavement average price for it in our marketplace is 500, but our pavement tile will be 300. You see the economy, and it of course will be safe for environment. So it's clear your karma.
Great.
I also want to thank you for your presentation. One of the things that strikes a foreigner to Ukraine is that there is not a great deal of recycling that goes on in this country.
Yes.
So the effort, your proposal is a very good one. My question would be, in the United States, when you have these recycling things, one of the key dimensions becomes a governmental or regulatory support for the activity, meaning either there is some kind of governmental action that requires people to do this, or, for example, in the case of the United States, if you remove the oil from your car on an oil change, you have to pay a fee to have that oil displaced. So have you thought about that dimension, the regulatory dimension of your proposal?
Sorry, can you repeat
Okay.
the question?
Do you?
You are talking too fast.
I'm talking too fast. What support do you need from government to make your proposal realistic?
We don't need licensation because remaking it's a very good production, and we can help different services who use vehicles because they should to pay taxes for their used tires. They will help us, and we can help them. More questions?
You mentioned that you are from a small town. Which
Yes.
town?
It's a town called Lipovets in Vinnytsia region.
And how came you up with this idea? How your
Як ви
idea?
прийшли до цієї ідеї?
I like biology and ecology.
Ліля,
Yes.
мікрофон.
Okay, you're not. I thought that I'm allowed to talk, but okay. I like ecology, and when I just walking through the tire fatting service, I saw that there are really a big garbage of used tires, and they just threw out, and they didn't care with it. But it's really harmful for our environment.
Yeah.
No more questions?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
How do you plan to realize your idea? For example, you need to build the new factory or new plant or rent some already existing. How do you plan?
We have a special place because it's given us just for free by our sponsors. And we have only one condition that its place must situated 300 meters from the town because it's not very silent here. And we just only need money for equipment to realize our project.
Thanks again. One more question in terms of the manufacturing, because rubber is actually like on a molecular level not super stable. When it breaks down, sometimes there are gases and other things that are not good, not healthy. So, have you researched other companies, other factories that do this, and is there any danger to the environment when you change them from tires to tiles?
You know, there isn't such a production in our country, but there is one abroad.
Just answer.
Okay, one abroad, and yes, it's absolutely safe for the environment, so you mustn't care about it. It's really safe, but it's not very silent because crushing it's very loud.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. So, this was the 5th speech for today. And now we are going to have a small break for some coffee and some sweets. So Now we have the team. I am a creator of my eco safety home. Applause. So when are you ready? Yes. You are ready? So we'll need to start the timer.
One. Он работает.
So, start.
Hi, we're a team from Zaporozhye. I'm Karina. I'm Alika.
My name is Igor.
I'm Tim, and we are the creator of My Eco Safety Home. Hi, today we will show you how to make one of the most polluted cities in Ukraine a better place to live. There are two main eco problems in the city: polluted air and tons of trash that could be recycled. There are more than 550 plant polluters which brought to huge excesses of boundary emission limits. Don't believe us? Take a look. Remember these numbers. This is our city on the air pollution map. As you can see, it's the middle of the red spot. And this one of illegal dumps in the middle of the city. It consists mostly of plastic bags and cans. Nice, isn't it? In civilized world, all this trash would be collected and recycled.
We can't fix it in the entire city, but we can do it in our homes, offices, and flats. So we decided to narrow a big problem that cannot be solved by a team of teens into a big number of small problems that actually can be solved by an individual.
How are we going to achieve it?
First of all, we will reduce the amount of plastic trash. We will collect trash and teach people how to create useful stuff via more than 20 creative workshops. As a result, less plastic will be trashed and we will spread recycling culture via small steps flat by flat.
Secondly, we will teach hundreds of people how to create useful stuff via more than 20 creative workshops. As a result, less plastic will trash and will spread recycling culture via small steps flat by flat.
So, check out our prototypes, girls, please. So, we are a team of enthusiasts supported by a number of local non-government organizations, businesses, and experts. We have good experience working with plants and handmade crafts. That is why we are able to accomplish this project. But how we will make the project sustainable?
First of all, we will look for donation among progressive companies and biggest polluters.
Secondly, we will sell our creative pots and online in local stores and online retailers. And last but not the least, we will provide local businesses with natural air cleaners, SaaS, service as a service.
According to our calculations, this market can be as big $1 million, which is more than enough. For our needs, we are going to target local IT companies because they are more flexible and in terms of cooperation.
Our research shows that natural air cleaners can be from 5 to 8 times cheaper compared to electronic ones, providing 50 square meters room with a clean air just $100. As a result, we will solve both problems in terms of a single household. So, our business model is simple. Collect garbage, create fancy pots, spread pots along with the idea, and make pots more fancy. And what about funds?
To accomplish the project, we need funds for marketing and materials for experience with Pots Outlook. We plan reach self-sufficiency point in 6 months.
As a result, more than 500 people will be taught how to make air clean in their houses using cheap materials and plants. More than 10,000 people will be informed about this technique, and at least 10 companies will become our clients. So, what's next?
Next, production of smart pots controlled via mobile app. So, that's all. Let's change the world together. Thanks for your attention. We're ready for your questions.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. So, dear judges, questions.
Can you go back to the previous slide? Not the last one, but the other one that. No, one before. Explain that.
So, we have in our partners IT company that already working on a app and a smart pod. So, you have some plans in home and you need to go somewhere and leave them in home. So, via mobile app, you can control them, spread water if they need it, and control temperature in the pots. So that's how they work.
How much it will be cost?
Well, our research shows that electronic air cleaner cost $250 each, and they spread clean air less than 50 square meters. Our one plant that spread clean air on 2 square meters costs only $4. So if you need clean air in 50 square meter office, you just need $100 and 25 plants. That's how it works.
You see, I know this topic, and I saw some researchers when some guys compare air cleaner machines versus nature plants, and researchers shows that the air cleaners machines shows like better quality of fresh air, and yes, it has higher price, but the air will be cleaner with air clean machine, as I saw in some researchers. What do you think about it?
We have different types of plants, so some of them less effective, some of them more effective. That's how we doing this.
Thanks for the presentation. Very inspiring idea. Have you analyzed your competitors, except the machines, of course?
Our competitors is only like plant stores that just selling plant to people, but we are making. We don't have compares at all. Just we doing something new in our city. We trying to do new ideas to make city clear by step. So we giving people tool, and if they need, they will take this tool and make clean air in their houses.
Thank you.
That's cool business that does not have competitors.
Because it doesn't.
Do you have already prototype? Like there are some chips or some I don't know insights in this pot. Like it could measure temperature, yes, and other some important values for the plant. Do you have like it's already or it's in the process?
No, it's in process.
In process, yes.
In near future, so we are working on it now.
And it will be cost like around $4 with these pots?
No, these pots will be more. They will cost more, but they will be more effective. Cause
Okay, for example, how much will be cost one plant with these pots? Smart pot, yes.
We don't have price at all. All I can say is around $20 each smart pod.
Oh, okay, thank you.
And just for your information, there is an organization which is called Mikonomika in Kyiv, and they are using this technology which you are saying about the apps for watering plants remotely.
We can compare with them and be partners, something like that.
Great. Any more questions? No? So thank you guys for your nice presentation. Thank you. So some time for judges to be careful with microphones. So the next team we have project, use of solar energy is the way to independence of Ukraine. So let's just wait for a couple of minutes. Judges ready? Okay, so let's go.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. We're a team of School of Dmitrivka, Kherson region. We present to your attention our work, use of solar energy, is a way to power independence of Ukraine. What is energy? Energy is heat and movement from the earth to the party. The possibilities of our planet are not limitless. Nature gives the benefit only to the economical people. Analyzing local difficulties in provision of institution of coal, firewood for heating, energy requirements for operation of appliances, costs that may arise, the geographical location of our village raises the prospect of use solar energy in solving the problems. Additionally, the use of solar energy will help to avoid thermal sailing that is overheating the atmosphere. Raises actual question. Training and education the population in the sphere of energy saving. Our future depends on alternative energy sources. An aim of the study to form a belief in the possibility of rational use of natural resources, to teach to assist household energy losses, to bring to the conclusion about the possibility of rational use of energy, and to convince of the necessity of finding new ways of saving energy. We found out that we have good opportunities for effective use of power equipment, as the territory of Ukraine falls from 230 to 244 days of sunshine a year. For generation electricity, people use several methods. The most promising is the methods of direct conversion of radiation into electrical energy using solar panels. To provide a source of valuable electricity, it is necessary to apply multi-component solar systems. There is a way to create a solar passive system to maximize the solar radiation.
During the practical studies, we have performed research and calculation of needs in electric and thermal energy, economy of energy use and saving of public found within the school. The electricity calculations are presented in tables 1 and 2. One of the most expensive types of energy is thermal energy. For a comfortable operation of the school during the heating season relies the cost in the amount of about 600,000 hryvnias. If a filament lamp is replaced by LED, it is possible to obtain energy saving in amount of about 20,000 hryvnias for the year. In the first year, you can buy this lamp at no additional cost. To obtain such amount of energy through energy-saving technologies, you need to install only 3 combined solar systems. Their cost together with installation will be about $16,000. This solar system will pay for itself about 5-6 years.
We calculated consumptions of electricity in the heating system at the school. And to obtain the necessary amount of energy, we needed a 5-6 combined solar system, cost of which is approximately equal from $130,000. The School of Antonivka number 21 Kherson Region Green School is an example of the use of energy-saving technologies. In the first heating season, the school has calculated and concluded that the implementation of new energy-efficient building were most 10 times cheaper than the neighboring conventional building with the same area. The implementation of electricity energy-saving projects is beneficial. Humanity is weeping aspect of 21st century, solving global problems, one of which is climate change. So one way to solve this problem is energy saving.
A result of research. We learned about alternative energy and energy-saving technologies. We carried out calculation of energy consumption of the school for implementation of energy-saving technologies. We informed the student and the teaching staff about the effectiveness and benefits of energy conservation in school. We predict with the local authorities the economic feasibility of using energy-saving technologies. School began a gradual replacement of windows, door insulation planned for wall and ceiling. We replaced the bulb with the LED. Today, we stimulate people's desire to make a conscious choice in favor of renewable energy.
And the winners in this context will help to implementation our project. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. I'm particularly impressed by your ability to do the presentation in 4 minutes and I think 49 seconds. That was very exact.
Thank
Let's see. Okay, so yeah, solar energy is great. I think you did amazing research on that, and it's clearly a benefit to your school. How do you? The ultimate estimate was $18,000 US or 16,000 for the to outfit the school with the panels.
We needed for school 6-7 combined solar system, yes, which cost of which is approximately equal to $130,000.
$130,000.
Yes.
Okay.
But the resulting energy in the summer can be solved to. The term of reimbursement is significantly reduced about 2 times.
Mm-hmm. And you said that the project would pay for itself in 5 or 6 years. Is that?
Maybe, yeah.
Because that's like $12,000. No, that's not. That's really bad math on my part. That's $22,000 a year in what would be then energy costs for the school, which sounds high to me. Sorry. Anyway, I like the emphasis on solar energy. I think it's really important, and I'm glad that you're showing Ukraine how important that is. Thanks.
Thank you for your question.
Do you cooperate with other schools in your town trying to calculate? And do you cooperate with Maria trying to find resources for this system?
We take only theoretical materials because we haven't speak with our specialist, and we know that in Kherson region there is a school with the solar energy.
Thank you, girls.
Thank you.
So the next team will be inclusive map. Girls, get ready. And when judges are ready, just give me that sign. I guess we need to put some music between the pitches because this silence. Great. Nice. Just relaxing. Not ready yet.
Not ready?
Ready. Let's go.
Do you have your favorite cafe? I'm sure you do. So now imagine yourself sitting there holding your favorite pumpkin spice latte, and it's probably the best start of your morning. But from now on, you're not able to do this anymore.
because you're a person with physical disability using the wheelchair, and you're not even physically able to enter the building because there is no ramp or the doorways are not wide enough.
So where is the equality? Currently, there are 2.7 million people with disabilities in Ukraine. Almost all of them do not feel like a part of our community. There is no reliable source of information about inclusive places in Kyiv. But furthermore, there is so few adapted places for people with disabilities, not least because the owners of businesses do not know how to make them adapted.
Yeah, so hi, my name is Elena, this is Polina, and we realize the struggle of people with disabilities because we have previous experience in this field.
So what we do? We create an app with map where all the inclusive places in Kyiv will be marked. We spend 20% of our income to place ramps in places where they are the most needed.
And as there are less than 1% establishments in Ukraine and in Kyiv that are adapted for people with disabilities, we will provide educational seminars for business owners and help them to improve their infrastructure and make it more inclusive. And also having all those places in one app can help people with disabilities to plan their daily life.
So who wins after that? Almost everyone.
So yeah, this is what inclusion means. So how does it work? This is a roadmap of our app. So basically, it looks like an ordinary map, and it can be used by all people, but especially for people with disabilities. For example, people on wheelchairs can explore where the ramps are available in the city. Also by people with hearing impairments, knowing where the staff knows the sign language to serve them better. And most importantly, even for people with hearing impairments, and yes, visual impairments. And yes, they do have smartphones, and even a friend of mine even likes my Instagram post somehow. So that's why our app gonna have a voice input feature and text-to-speech feature. So everything will be voiced.
So these are our actions. First of all, we make research involving our volunteers. After that, we provide tips and contacts to business owners for them to make their places inclusive. And after that, we get more inclusive places in Kyiv. Yes, continue.
Okay, thank you. So this is our development, and we will make a feature that will allow planning a convenient route. For example, you better use this metro station because it has a ramp.
Afterwards, we will add encouraging system, as every user of our map can add more venues on the map. So the more you add, the more benefits you win.
So we will get our money from donations from people that share our idea, and also from organizations, business owners, organizers of the events and products that want to be advertised and featured in our app.
Interesting idea is that we decided to have a person that will be responsible for leading a blog within our map that will show all the inclusive events that are happening in Kyiv and our cities.
Yes, and what's more, we will expand to other cities to make Ukraine and maybe even the world more inclusive.
So here is our market examples that are like with InMap. So here you can see OpenStreetMap, AXIS map, and after that, Wheel map. After detailed market evaluation, we understood that InMap is the best inclusive map for citizens of Kyiv and many more.
So
here are our uniqueness. We do not just show inclusive places. We actually help people to make them more adapted. And we also plan to hire people with disabilities so they can take part in developing our map.
And what's more, we think about people with different disabilities, like not only people on wheelchairs.
So here's our financing that we need. The money needed on technical development, advertising, and wages for people that are involved in our project.
So this is our social impact. And the statistics cover the number of people that will use the InMap daily. This is very approximately, but like in the beginning. The percentage of adapted establishments in Kyiv will increase from 1% to 10%. We will build 20 ramps in a year in places where needed. And we will work with over 80 volunteers and employees, yeah, right? And part of them will be people with disabilities as well.
Please pay attention to the results of our project. And after all, you have to remember that being inclusive
is trendy. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, girls. Yeah, great job in timing. So, judges.
Очень круто, ребята. На чем вы собираетесь зарабатывать?
In English? Okay, right. So we were talking about advertising in our app, like within our app, of different products that can be like good for our beneficiaries, right? Advertising of the events, of the places. So basically, it's advertising and donations, in like from this business owners or like from.
Yeah, so it will be
people.
like organizations that will be advertised within our map. That will be donations for people that will be eager to donate to our business. But I think that mostly we will be based on this advertising process.
Как часто люди с инвалидностью будут это использовать, и нужно ли им это вообще? Вы делали ресерч какой-то?
Actually, yes. We were talking in the school where we held the project. We were talking to young generation, to teenagers, to their teachers, which are like some of them are young, some of them are like elderly people,
and they also have disabilities.
Yes, and they say that this would be really good, and I think that people will use it like really often
on a regular basis because it is really an issue in Ukraine.
Did you talk to businesses to see how interested they are?
About the interests of the business, did you? Okay. Yeah. So we know a few businesses that are interested in this because we talked with them and asked them about the availability of the menu with yeah.
Well, actually, we have some friends like or organization like project. It's called Inclusive Friendly, and they hold seminars for different organizations and businesses. And from like talking to them using like their statistics, well, businesses are like really interested in having this to grow their like
audience.
Customers, like audience, right? Something like that.
So they are interested in that.
I want to thank you. Again, I know I've said this before, but this really is an incredibly important social issue, not only for people who are born with disabilities, but also for soldati nashi, who are coming back from the ATO, from the ATO, with disabilities as well. What is the cost what's the average cost for a ramp?
Average cost for ramp,
Can I?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's 2,000 hryvnias for the ramp, meaning it's not so much, and we are really able to take money from our income to place them.
Okay, and that's very generous on your part, but how do you get businesses, how do you incentivize businesses to build their own ramps?
Okay, so as I said, that our research will be made by volunteers and us and any person that will be eager to be involved, right? So he will we will make a research around the city. We will enter the cafes, the venues, the restaurants, and we'll make a short seminar about the importance of that, about the benefits that they will get after they place adaptation infrastructure in their restaurant. And after that, we will also provide contacts to whom they can call to get this adaptation infrastructure. So we will have all these contacts and we will provide them.
Well, actually, we have held like some seminars for like business owners, and actually they start to be really interested in placing a ramp and make it like more inclusive, to print a braille font menu or something like that.
Yeah, because it's becoming more and more trendy, and people start to think about inclusion in our city.
Yes, I would like to thank you for this great idea, because yes, I think that Ukraine problem of inclusion become more and more actual, and more young people with disabilities and limits in mobility want to change this situation. And I would recommend you to cooperate with some initiatives which already exist, and we can talk about this, who can help you to share this idea. And recently I saw the new startup in Sweden. They did app and some program which helped to build international route for people with disabilities, which promote some hotels, places, restaurants, so you can see how it works, and they become very, very, very successful. But I think for Ukraine it can be very good, and if you will find some promoters among business community who can help you to promote this idea, I think it can have been
Thank you so much. We are working on it right now. Thank you.
Just one word. Inclusiveness is our topic as well for our project, so we can also continue conversation.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, girls. So, Team Histolizer. Let's go.
Hi, my name is Maria.
And my name is Nastya.
Our project is called Histolizer. So, once I fell asleep on a history lesson. Then I get to know that 14 of my 30 classmates did the same. And I asked myself, why does it happen? And I'm sure that it is because we aren't involved in research process during lessons. And we don't make our own conclusions. What is more, our country's official view that we study is often affected by propaganda. So, if you want to know how Ukrainian borders changed for the last 1,000 years, you will need all these history maps. And if you want to know the reasons why it happened, you will need all these books. And moreover, it will take a lot of time for you to find the information there. For this reason, we propose you to create an app where students will write their own history researches. They will share them with others and visualize them. Moreover, a base of independent facts will be generated, and and we will motivate them with our special motivation system.
Here is how the maps will look like. You will be able to add countries' borders and to place there some buildings and places of battles and signed documents. And you will be also able to choose what objects to see during the period. You can choose the period here and see and watch how everything changes. Moreover, you can click on the object and see more information about this object, about the things related to this object, different events, and also to leave a comment. Every one of you is able to take part in this. Here is the home page with the current researches, and you can start. You can start.
And you research by clicking the plus button.
Yes.
And here you can see what researches are available now.
And we also have 7 levels. For every level, for every level of progress, you will get the certificate. And when you achieve the highest one, you can start earning money. You can make audit researches, or you can check other students' works. This is the kind of debates. Yes, you can also take part in debates.
So these are 4 apps that inspired us on creating of Histolizer. Each of them is a great success in its area. But unfortunately, they are not perfect for learning history because then they don't visualize information or they don't involve people in the research process.
For those reasons, we decided to combine them and to create a perfect tool with even more functions.
So, who will benefit from Histolyzer? First of all, it is our users. Also, it is schools, teachers, museums, and scientists. We divided our users into researchers who write information and readers who use it. These two pie charts show who refers to each group. The red is for students, they are most of all. There are also teachers, adult learners, and so on. Our marketing strategy. How people will know about us. Here, marketing channel. Mostly through word of mouth, social media advertisement, webinars, lectures, contests, cooperation with other events, lectures and webinars, as I said.
We checked Wikipedia's growth and composed our own growth strategy for the next 3 years, and you can see it here. About our revenue, we have two main sources. It's advertisement placed on our maps, and also it's audit researches. Our expenses will be from $30,000 to $40,000 per year for the first 3 years, and we will be completely profitable afterwards. About the risks.
Okay. Now we study history in 2 ways. We either learn long period of history, and in one place, or we study a short period of history, but we cover several countries. And nowadays, with Histolyzer, we will be able to find information and new facts that previously were unnoticed because of these 2 ways.
I believe that it is really important to know the true facts, because our decision is formed with our knowledges, so we should not be deceived. So, Diamond Challenge, let's work together on the global changes.
Thank you, girls. So, let's ask our judges to ask questions.
I'll speak slowly.
It's okay. We'll understand you.
I run a financial education part of my project. We have challenged the financial technology industry in Ukraine to come up with an educational tool related to how students in Ukraine learn financial concepts, banking, borrowing, credit, et cetera, et cetera. If you want to know more about that challenge and how it's going, see me after this and I'll talk to you about what you need.
Thank you very much.
The problem you're going to have is that you can think of ways to commercialize a financial education application.
Yes.
It's more difficult to commercialize a history application because on the one hand, banks, financial companies might be interested in advertising the 18-year-olds on a financial education bot. History, probably not so much.
Thank you very much.
If you have no question.
No, I just got idea after this comments. So because we know the history is huge challenge now for final exams in schools.
Yes.
So probably this app can be useful for those teachers who prepare students for exams, or for this some courses who prepare students for exams. So if it will be useful and connected with the program, this can be part of your income who will pay for using this material.
Okay, thank you for your idea. And really one way of how to use Histolyzer there was that teachers can visualize their lessons for it, or people can write candidates' work in it and visualize it too. Or lectures can be done there, yes.
But it also was not only about education. I mean that I wanted to say more about the future, but I had no time for this. I meant that if we start to put facts about nowadays to this map in future, in 500 or even 2000 years, people will look on this by another way. I mean that it also can be done like researches for economics, I don't know. People can use it for making some statistics and so on. It's not only education. It's like an archive for next generations and so on.
Very ambitious project.
I just had no time for saying this, but I wrote a lot.
I'm sorry. Girls, I have a question. How do you know that the customer will use your app?
We asked our friends, some people from
Made a
business, yes, and made a survey actually, and everybody said that this is a great app and they really need it. So we just know how difficult to prepare, at least for exams in Ukraine, and this app will definitely help us because most people they want to visualize everything. It is easier to remember things like
It's
this.
also about propaganda, because we were thinking about the situation in our world.
Is the technology behind this a chatbot?
Can you repeat, please?
The technology behind your application, is it essentially a chatbot?
Chatbot?
What is
Chatbot?
Chatbot.
Oh.
No, but we can think about it.
It's a great point.
Actually, I was thinking how you gonna manage the possible conflicts there, different points of view on the history.
So if we want there to be facts, and if there is a fact, you can't. There must be not so many conflicts, and even if there is 2 or more points of view, we will put them like here's the first point of view, here's the second point of view.
And it will be under discussion because they will also have an opportunity to write comments, as I said, and by reading others' comments, we will know different points and manage them and make our own conclusions for those who use it.
And conflicts are good for finding the truth, actually.
Thank you, girls. Thank you so much. The team with the name of Palace of Youth Dreams can prepare. That's the last page for today. But let's do it. Go.
Hi, let us introduce ourselves.
My name is Liam.
My name is Yelena. Together we are the team The Palace of Your Dreams.
I have been interested in roller skating from my childhood. I'm a participant of regional, Ukrainian and international competition. However, there's a problem for my trainings. I have to go to the regional center, Kharkiv. We don't have sport facilities in our city. I don't have opportunity to improve my roller skills.
I have been practicing vocal for 10 years old, and I took part of concert of regional, Ukrainian and international levels. However, the city does not have it is our concert hall with a big stage, so there is no place for realization of my own potential.
And we are the representative of the city in which there are a lot of talented children and adults, and there are no opportunities for education, culture and sport activities.
We invite you to get equipment with the Palace of Your Dreams project. We can solve this problem in our town.
Let's learn more about what will happen when we reconstruct the Palace of Your Dreams. Create your life.
So, go ahead.
No time to waste. Modern children, the parents spend a lot of time surfing the internet and communication on social networks, but they lose the communication skills and interesting to life.
The problems we face every day. The town has about 4,000 children up to 80 years old, but after school establishments have an opportunity to enroll only 34% of children. The number of out-of-school education is limited. According to the research, 38% of the respondents do not find an interesting leisure activities for themselves.
There is no leisure activities for adults. The problem is neglected and not functioning building of the townhouse of culture, which is owned by the city council. It needs to be repaired. The building has not been used since 2000. The place can be used for conference and other events. It will be quiet with everything necessary for comfortable create work.
There are 2 large rooms for up to 50 people and a large hall that can hold up to 200 people.
The Palace of Your Dreams project is aimed at the reconstruct and reorganization of the Palace of Culture.
The Palace of Your Dreams is educational and culture hub.
We have such place divided the main activities of the Palace of Your Dreams into paid and free, permanent and temporary. You can see them on the slide.
These trends with most popular today, created on the basis of service of young people.
We have divided the content of the project.
Inhabitants of the town.
Community center.
Public and volunteer organization.
Town association.
Department of Culture.
Department of Education.
Private business.
Due to the cooperation with the regional association, town council is expected to be the main investor in the reconstruction of the building.
But the development of the project is impossible without investments of sponsor and grant funding.
The financial plan of our project you can see on the slide. Why we can solve such problem as lack of leisure activities for adults, a limited number of out-of-school establishments, absence of youth hub and engagement for talent youth, unemployment of local people. What positive change are we expecting? Place for culture, intellect and physical development.
Active and safe engagement for the talented youth.
Youth have for practical leadership skills.
Community center for culture, leisure for various groups of people.
Addition job vacation. There is no need to go to the regional city for education, culture and sport facility.
In addition, the Palace of Your Dream has a convenient location which has a lot of advantages.
City center.
Territory of the Central City Park.
Transport available.
The Palace of Your Dreams will be a place where will come true. We believe a wonderful future.
We create our lives.
And the life of our city.
We hope you will like our idea.
The project was created by pupils of Lubatin Gymnasium number 1.
Olena Ivashenko.
And Ilya Shelest.
And the leader of the team, Katerina Lampanchenko.
Thank you for your attention.
Word for our project. Create your life.
Thank you. No. You should have said me, at least me in advance, that you're going to do that. I thought I would have a heart attack. So, judges, 5-minute questions.
Thanks for the presentation. Thanks for the presentation and your idea. You mentioned a lot of institutions from whom you would need the support. Have you already discussed it with the local authorities? Do they support this idea?
Yes.
And they are ready to support you financially? Or...
No. It's not allowed. I'm sorry.
The financial plans, you can see this information in your booklet.
But does local authority Maria are willing or are they willing to give some money for construction, part of money, or you need to find money by yourself?
It's a very interesting question, but we don't have such information now, and I don't good speak English. Sorry.
Местная администрация, муниципалитеты, они готовы частично финансово поддержать ваш проект?
Yes, of course.
Yes. В каком размере?
Извините, а в чем монетизация проекта? Вот вы построитесь, вы сделаете реконструкцию, у вас там вот цифра, которая у вас, она тоже меня чуть напугала, слишком маленькая. Вот вы попросите эти деньги, сделаете реконструкцию, запуститесь, а что дальше? Ну, то есть, это, проекты все, которые вы назвали, будут действовать, а где вы будете брать деньги, чтобы содержать это все вообще?
Этот проект он будет сам себя оплачивать, то есть будет бесплатная часть, часть платных. Будет действовать так, что, например, ты позанимался месяц пением, и тебе месяц танцев бесплатно. То есть за эти, которые будут у нас платные, за это он будет сам себя окупать. И еще будет, когда нету ничего, не проводится никаких занятий, там будет, можно будет арендовать помещение.
Сколько человек туда будет ходить в месяц, точнее, должно ходить в месяц, чтобы вы выходили в операционный ноль? Сколько к вам должно ходить человек, чтобы вы работали?
Да. Мы думали так, чтобы это было в год 1065 мероприятий, и на каждом мероприятии примерно, чтобы было человек 15-20. То есть это которые большие мероприятия, а это которые будут проводиться городом. А именно, которые проводятся нами, это в зависимости от секций, которые будут там на базе этого проекта.
Извините, вы понимаете, что у вас маленький город?
Да.
Конечно.
Откуда будут браться вот эти вот ресурсы? То есть, из-за того, что город маленький, то не будет той конверсии, которую вы хотите. То есть, может там выходить за пределы этого. Вот как вы собираетесь это делать? Или собираетесь вообще это делать?
Да, это, конечно, уже собирается. Это уже есть первый транш выделен на реконструкцию этого помещения. Если будет такая нужда, мы можем обратиться к областному совету, так как здание находится на их балансе, на областном балансе. То есть это их помещение, они им распоряжают, да.
Спасибо большое.
Okay, thank you, guys. So this was the last page for today within the social innovations track of Diamond Challenge. All students, you can just breathe, sit and relax, because for you everything is over. So no need to be nervous anymore, no need to worry. But I would like to ask our judges to proceed with our assistant Oksana, together with their evaluation forms, in the room where we will deliberate with you, and we will find out who will be our winner today, who will win $1,000 financial prize and a chance to represent Ukraine on the finals of Diamond Challenge in April at the University of Delaware. So you just take a break, and you judges, let's get back to work. times with our judges, like in the room. We were talking and discussing about your project, and I can say that you really did a great job, all of you. That's the thing that is good to observe how active you are, and it's important that you are participating in such things. And no matter if you are a winner today or not, you are all winners. And thank you so much for you being here. Let's applaud to each other. So before we find out who is our winner, who will get the prize and a trip to the USA, I would like to honor all our participants today and hand them the certificates for the participation. So we'll start with Shelest Ilya. Thank you so much. Залишайтесь тут, ми потім зробимо групове фото. Андрусенко Ганна. Дякуємо вам. Кушнір Вероніка. Черепанова Катерина. Очеретна Анастасія. Порецькова Марія. Сікорська Анастасія. Thank you so much. Крупнік Анна. Лаптів Артем. Йожиця Анна. Правильно? Дімчева Вероніка. Карпина Лілія. Ой. What was that? Кисловська Олена. Чеснокова Поліна. It's yours. Бойко Аліка. Філінюк Валерій. Смалюх. Смалюх? Смалюх? Богдан. Смалюх. Білоусов Тимур. Веселков Ігор. Бойко Каріна. Івашенко Олена. Івашенко. Правильно? Івашенко? Перепрошую. Колосов Андрій. Шалія Валерія. Манахаров Богдан. And there was somebody else? Скалацький. Данило, да? Михайло. Я перепрошую. Трохи загубили. Але я вам обов'язково надішлю його, добре? Давайте тут. І давайте зараз зробимо наше груп-фото.
Для групповой фотографии я попрошу вас перейти чуть дальше или отойти. Дорогие судьи, тоже немножечко отодвинуться, потому что, потом с вами тоже просто... Я их всех не...
Yeah, we'll have the picture with judges too.
Ребята.
Кучнее.
Вы вниз.
Прошу. Да, и кучнее, потому что я всех не захвачу, хоть у меня еще полугольный объектив. Между девочками. Да. Девчонки все бочком.
Давайте.
Бочком, да. Бочком. Худенькие. Девушка. Чуть ближе. Да. Как-нибудь, типа, я не знаю. Нет, ну типа имеется. Смотрите. Молодой человек. Я понимаю, но просто потом все будут жаловаться, что никого не видно. Да, а теперь... давайте, молодой человек, давайте на ту сторону. Теперь пустите девушку между собой. Вот туда, вот. Молодец. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, sorry. And smile. Теперь что-нибудь такое, вау, ура, там сделайте. Кто выиграет? Я! Вот так.
Еще раз для видео все. Вау, поехали.
So everybody's done the picture.
Maybe with judges.
Yeah, wait a second. There will be a moment for that as well.
Waiting.
So just look at our young people. They are our future. So let's just applaud them. They are all great. So thank you so much for this group picture. Now you may take your seats. Anyway, you are all top 10 finalists of Diamond Challenge Ukraine, which is great. It's not only Ukrainian project, it's both mutual, like US and the Ukrainian project, so this is good, and I hope that it will help you in your future life and in future career. So you were all great. Thank you so much for that. Before we find out who is the winner, like the most interesting part, I guess, today, we would like as well to honor two projects who took second and third place. However, we have only one prize, unfortunately, but maybe there will be some more surprises after that, after some speeches of judges. Just small remark, but anyway. So for the third place, it was a really great team. And I just hope that you won't stop and you will keep doing that. And I want to give the third place to the InMap, Inclusive Map girls.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for that.
Do you have to stay or should we go there?
We'll just make a picture if you don't mind. Thank you, girls. So, and the second place, it also goes to the team, which showed a great project today. And this is, I won't keep lots of your time for that. And this is Second Life of Tire. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yeah. And the prize that I was talking about, it was from Natalia Lozichuk, the director of Training Center Speaker, for the best speakers today. So the best speakers are the girls as well. Yeah. And this is Inclusive Map too. So this certificate like gives you the opportunity like to go to the training center speaker and just practice your public speaking skills even more. So just enjoy that, and I really used that center by myself, and I could say that it's worth of that. So
Thank you so much.
thank you, girls. Oh, you are so nice. So thank you. And so all our prizes are done, and now we have the most important one. So, and I can say that this team worked hard, as everybody else. This team showed really great results and really showed great progress during all our project. This team showed us like very cool pitch deck. Personally, I think so. I don't know, maybe you will agree with me. Pitching was really evaluated highly by our judges. And I'm really excited to say that. And this is the team who got almost 82 points. And this team is going to the USA. And this team is going to win $1,000. And then they will compete for $11,000. And this team is eTouch program. So look, this is your super cool check. This will be. These are our winners who will represent our country during the Worldwide Finals with another team who won yesterday. Yes, and in 3 weeks we are going. Thank you, guys. That was really great to work with you, and I hope that it will help you to start your entrepreneurial career, you know. And maybe you want to say like a couple of things. I don't know, to say like thanks, gratitude.
We want to say the greatest thanks as possible to Diamond Challenge and to all the judges and to all the people that made the lectures for us. That really made our project really cool. What we think, and that this like we can express all the gratitude we have. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you, guys. You may do with it whatever you want. Yes, so we have our winners. Like that's great. And I would like to say special thanks to our judges who spent their Saturday, half of the day, for evaluating your ideas and your project, your pitches. I would like to invite them to say a couple of words to you about this competition, about what they think about your projects and what they would like to wish you for the future. So please, Omar, let's start with you. Yep. No. Because the video is better here. The video is better. Yeah.
Hello again, привет. I, woke up this morning on a Saturday, и, я вырос в Miami. То есть, когда я видел снег, when I saw the snow, I was like, oh my God, I have to go to America House. I am so glad I came because you guys are so inspiring. You're so smart. You're so prepared, much smarter than I was at your age. And my parents told me when I was young, you can, be anything you want. And at that time, that was probably a lie. That was a loge, because things were different then. Now, you have access to information. You have access to more opportunities. You're definitely smarter than I was at that age. Don't stop. Keep working hard. I saw incredible ideas, incredible creativity, bravery in your presentations, ценности, values in your presentations that are important for Ukraine, important for the world. Ideas that you should share with the world. If not at this program, in the next program, you can always contact us at the embassy. We have a lot of different opportunities for Ukrainians that want to share their talents and want to learn more in Europe and in the US. I am really proud of you guys. You guys have blown me away today. I'm really, really glad I came. Brazavlayu, congratulations. You're doing amazing things.
Thank you, Omar. Stay here. We'll make a group photo. So, Dr. Rob Repond, please. USAID Financial Transformation System Program.
Close.
Yeah, I mixed the words.
I too looked out and saw the snow, and I'm glad I came as well. I will say that if your parents tell you that you can be anything you want to be, it's still probably a lie. But you guys today were really good. Somebody, I'm not sure who, said that inclusion is trendy. I think it was those two women. It is. Our project is doing a similar sort of competition. It's in the financial technology area, in which we have asked people to come up with ideas with regard to ways in which you can empower people through financial technology, either education apps or consumer complaint apps or comparison ratings or whatever. And that's important. It's important to try and put power in the hands of people the more that you can. So please, if you want to follow us, we are giving away anywhere from 3 to 5 contracts worth anywhere from 1.5 million hryvnia and up. So the prizes get higher as you go on in your career. If you want to follow us, look at Go FinTech UA. The competition will be in about a month, and there will be similar to this. There will be pitches at the end, and then we will have awards at the end of April. So please follow that. I wish you all well. I thought there was very little difference among the top 3 finishers for us, and we thought any one of them would have been a good representative for Ukraine. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Robert. Miss Irina Belarus.
I will switch to the native language, right?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah. Може вас сюди? Yeah? Вимкніть.
Окей. По-перше, дякую всім за дуже цікавий день. Я теж признаю, що було важко вставати в суботу. Завжди хочеться відпочити. Насправді я піймала себе на думці про те, що останнім часом мені приходиться більше читати якось папери і різні ідеї. І, на жаль, я цього різних ідей не дуже багато бачу. Сьогодні я наскільки була inspired тим, що наша молодь така талановита, така інноваційна, така творча. І те, як ви бачите проблеми, і те, як ви намагаєтеся їх вирішувати, які підходи ви шукаєте, те, що ви сьогодні презентували, насправді було таке impressive, да? Так, наскільки amazing and impressive. Я не буду повторюватися, що ви всі молоді, енергічні і талановиті. Це просто goes without saying. Да? І хочу сказати, що дійсно продовжуйте те, що ви почали. Це тільки початок. І у вас є купа можливостей в Україні для того, щоб розвиватися, для того, щоб ці ідеї далі продовжувати над ними працювати, доробляти і втілювати в життя. І, як вже сказали мої колеги, ми теж, як проєкт USAID, інвестуємо в подібні ініціативи. Сьогодні, в принципі, це я думаю, що US citizens are happy that USAID government is investing in such ideas as presented today. Да? І в той проєкт, який ми підтримуємо, ми маємо честь підтримувати і працювати. Дякуємо нашим партнерам, які цей проєкт реалізують в Україні за підтримки USAID і Пакту. І фактично Пакт і наш проєкт, який називається «Долучайся», він також надає різні можливості для таких, як ви, для таких ініціатив. І я була дуже тішилась з того, що сьогодні 2 такі теми – accessibility and eco, да, були такі лейтмотивом цього піча. І ми буквально нещодавно оголосили контракт на підтримку організацій, які будуть нам допомагати впроваджувати accessibility і eco-education на великих фестивалях. І я закликаю вас слідкувати за нашими новинами і долучатися, тому що в нас дійсно є дуже багато різних можливостей. Ми проводимо Ukrasians, і з назвою Ukrasians ви розумієте. Я думаю, що ви теж belong to Ukrasians, да? Тих, хто crazy about Ukraine. І приймайте участь в цих фестивалях, розказуйте про себе, inspire other people, да? Тому що ця зневіра, яка існує в суспільстві, що неможливо щось зробити, мені здається, вона трошки перебільшена. Я думаю, що такими, як ви, нам вдасться багато чого позитивного зробити в нашій країні. Успіхів! Дерзайте!
Thank you, Irina. Руслана, come to us.
Продовжу також на українській, тому що в мене дуже велика кількість емоцій, і я думаю, що не зможу вкласти в англомовні слова. Друзі, я вам хочу сказати те, що я вас розумію як ніхто, тому що я із своєю подругою Дарією розпочинали проект, коли ще була студенткою, ми просто сиділи на парах і мріяли. Наразі це в нас вже існуючий бізнес, і я знаю шлях, який ви проходите. Я так само стояла, пічила, напевно, вже десятки разів, хвилювалась, мене голос тремтів. І ви знаєте, це було того варто. Я вам можу побажати від себе: не зупиняйтесь, ні в якому разі. Ваша ідея, вона обов'язково реалізується, якщо ви в це вірите. Ви знайдете однодумців, ви знайдете людей, які вас підтримують, ви знайдете команду. Якби все можливо, якщо ви всередині горите. І неважливо, що, наприклад, зараз немає грошей на реалізацію проєкту, а вони можуть з'явитися через місяць, через півроку. Подавайтесь на акселераційні програми, їх зараз безліч. Коли ми починали, про це тільки чули, тільки з'являлися перші інкубатори, ми в всіх інкубаторах брали участь. Головна ваша активність, і не зупиняйтесь. Ви будь-які ідеї реалізуєте, і це втілиться у нові бізнес-проекти. Мені приємно, що велика кількість соціальних і екологічних питань піднімається. Я як генетик, біолог, якщо комусь цікава моя експертиза, я можу поділитися. Я зараз на 2-му році аспірантури, пишу свою кандидатську, роблю ГМО рослини. Тому кому цікава така тема, звертайтесь, можливо, я можу щось вам порадити із свого боку, і своїм досвідом поділитись. You are welcome.
Дякую, Руслана. Влад.
Robert, so that we switched into the Ukrainian.
Всем привет. Хочу поздравить тех, кто не победил. Вы крутые. Те, кто победили, они, возможно, пойдут вверх, я надеюсь. Те, кто не победили, знайте, что вы уже это сделали. Я вот просто сижу и думаю, чем я занимался в 15 лет, не помню. Учился в 9 классе. А вы уже тут такое вот придумаете с финансовыми планами, со всеми делами. Оно еще как-то помогает, оно еще делает какой-то социальный эффект. Огромные молодцы. Первое, делайте что-то. Вот вы отсюда сейчас выйдете и начните что-то делать. Прям завтра, прям сегодня. Найдите себе человека, который будет вам помогать. Не думайте о деньгах. Деньги найти сейчас легче, чем найти человека, который будет с вами. Найдите себе команду. Просто начните делать. Каждый проект, который я услышал, он абсолютно уникален. Они все классные. Ну, их, конечно, нужно доработать. Но звоните, пишите вот всем, кто здесь стоит и кто не стоит, и ходите на подобные штуки, общайтесь между собой, обменяйтесь контактами, ходите в один хаб и вообще как-то развивайтесь. Это очень круто, то, что вы делаете. Я очень рад, что в Украине есть такие люди, как вы. Спасибо вам огромное.
Thank you. And Анна, please.
Да. Ну, тут уже Наташа вначале заинтриговала, что, может быть, какие-то сюрпризы, подарки. Наверное, вот эта роль выпала мне. Но вначале я хочу сказать, что вот я представляю, уже вначале говорили, школу социального предпринимательства села, и мы уже сделали 2 выпуска. А чтобы попасть в нашу школу, у нас там команда взрослых, пишут заявки, модели. Так я хочу сказать, те заявки, которые мы получаем, очень далеки от того качества, которое представили вы. Вы круты, это правда. И поэтому я хочу пожелать, присоединиться к пожеланиям, не останавливаться, а дальше развивать, дорабатывать и улучшать ваши идеи для того, чтобы все они превратились в какие-то качественные бизнес-модели, и каждый из вас запустил свой бизнес. И в связи с этим у меня есть к вам подарок, предложение. В этом году, вот сейчас в марте месяце, в Украине стартует большой проект, который финансируется, поддерживается Еврокомиссией в Украине, и он направлен как раз на развитие социального предпринимательства в Украине. Организаторы этого проекта — Украинский форум «Благотворитель», Коворкинг «Часопис», бизнес-консалтинговая фирма «Сивит» и еще ряд региональных партнеров. Что в этом? Один из блоков этого проекта — образовательный компонент. И этим летом стартует целая сеть таких событий, которые будут по всей Украине, которые называются Garage Ideas. И мы приглашаем, вот я уже сегодня все проекты, ваши проекты, принять участие в этих событиях Garage Ideas, где вы сможете вместе с менторами поработать и дальше улучшать свои идеи. Это приглашение открыто для всех. Для второго и третьего места у нас особое приглашение, потому что Garage Ideas — это вот первый этап, который будет по всей Украине, это однодневное мероприятие. Осенью у нас лучшие идеи с Garage Ideas будут перенаправлены, будут проходить 4 хакатона, где это уже 48 часов с бизнес-менторами будут работать команды и оттачивать свои бизнес-модели. А дальше лучшие идеи из хакатонов будут приглашены для участия в акселерационных программах. Акселерационная программа — это 3-месячная программа в Киеве, куда надо будет приезжать несколько раз, это все оплачивается, и где уже непосредственно будут с бизнес-тренерами до конца доводиться бизнес-модели ваших предприятий. Так вот, 2 и 3 место мы приглашаем подавать заявки уже на акселерационную программу. Все остальные давайте Garage Idea, и дальше мы постепенно будем переходить на хакатон, дорабатывать и переходить дальше на акселерационную программу. Удачи! Контакты мы тогда с Натальей будем держать и информировать об этих возможностях.
So you see, you did not win, but got like another opportunity for you to develop your projects. That's great. Thank you so much. Like from my point of view, as a Diamond Challenge coordinator, I spent with you maybe like more than 6 months of my life, every day, just working with you and for you. I was really happy to see your progress, that what we saw when you submitted your business concept for the evaluation, for the worldwide evaluation. And then when we started working with you after this online consulting sessions that you had with Alina, with Olena. And seriously, that was great. These pitches that we received after that, they changed completely. Thank you so much for your hard work. You really inspire me. I really enjoyed working with you. Sometimes it was difficult, to find even the way to communicate with you, because it seems that I'm not like older than you, but still we have some age, age gaps with you. Anyway, I love all of you, honestly, seriously. I know all of you, I worked with you, and seriously, you are amazing. I love the way you worked, and I'm sure that you will gain your dreams will come true, and you will be successful people in the future. I'm applauding to you. We went through with you, like with this 2 months, 3 months educative video trainings on online consulting sessions with our invited consultants, and it was implemented through thanks to the help of USAID Engage Activity Program, which is
US Citizens. US Citizens.
US Citizens for Ukrainian World. This program is implemented by PACT in Ukraine and funded by USAID. This was really a great opportunity for our teenagers to find out about entrepreneurship. And thanks to their financial support, our teams could get a chance to go to the USA, because last year it was really difficult, and this year we have secured places, and our Ukrainian delegation will show the world where Ukraine is. Thank you so much for that. And I would like as well to say thanks to, first of all, to our partners at the University of Delaware for creating such a cool program where our teenagers can show themselves and just show what they can do. And for choosing our organization, Charity Fund ISEP, for hosting the preliminary round. Yeah, they are not here with us, but anyway, they are creators of this program, and big thanks for that to them. I also would like to say big thanks to the US Embassy in Ukraine that you are, for the second year, you are joining us for this amazing event. And the things that you are doing for the promotion cooperation between USA and Ukraine, this is really great. And thank you so much, Omar, for being today with us. Yeah, this will be like a long speech, like on Oscar. I would like to say thanks to everybody. But anyway. So, and I would like to also say thanks to our partners at Peace Corps Ukraine Flex program, as well Ministry of Youth and Sports, who always helped us in supporting our program. And of course, I would like to say thanks. I'm worried to forget whom I would like to say thanks. And I'm really grateful for your help, that you spend this half of the day for that you are giving your expertise to young generation, and I hope that they will listen to that and that they will imply that knowledge and skills like in the future. So thank you so much for being today with us. And the trainers, we have our trainers who gave their video lectures during the project, and there are online consulting sessions for each team. All of you went through this process. So Alina Bocharnikova, trainer on social entrepreneurship. Olena Kizenko, she was the invited consultant on financial management and business planning, and also gave lectures on financial management and business proposal writing. Yep. Thank you, Olena. And we have one more trainer today who helped our teenagers, our students, to find the way to communicate with other nationalities. So this is Svetlana Korenkova. And of course, I would like to say thanks to America House, who gave us the opportunity to have this pitch event here today. And if I forgot someone to say thanks, just I'm sending my gratitude to everybody. Thank you so much. And I hope that we'll hear about you in the future. And I'm sure that we will hear about you in the future because you are all great. You have all bright minds. And I'm just applauding to you. Seriously. Thank you so much. And now group picture moment with judges.
Oh, okay.